So, with the DLC coming out tomorrow, can you play it a little early? Oh, let's go. So we start off today with an update, patch 1.8.2, and obviously you're going to need this for the DLC that's coming out. I'm going to say tomorrow. We'll get back to that shortly. Obviously, if you're not going to be getting the DLC, you're going to still need to get the update anyway, because obviously it's the latest version. Now, it starts off, as with all major updates to Farming Simulator, you may experience stuttering on the first game launch after updating, especially when using mods or custom graphic settings due to shaders being recompiled. So, just get into your game, drive around, play stuff down. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit jittery to start with, but once it's settled down, it's all good. So what have they done with this update? So we've got bug fixes and changes. So wood harvester cut length is now saved in multiplayer in the client reconnects. Fix multiple issues with moving parts not correctly synced to the clients. Fix wood harvester cutting if the client reconnects while a tree is in the cutting header. Automatic tree cutting setting is now correctly synchronized in multiplayer. Fixed issues with the wrong prices while buying used vehicles. Fixed wrong HP display for the MFI deal. Now there is a known issue, so if you're using the force feedback for the Logitech G920, it's currently having issues across several games on Xbox, hence the wheel might not function properly. This is not a bug in the game, but needs to be resolved by responsible parties across all affected games. So obviously that's going to be something for Logitech or maybe even Microsoft to sort out. So if you're using that, yeah, just bear with it a minute. Now, if you've bought the year one season pass or even pre-ordered the DLC, it's now available on Xbox to be used. Oh, excellent. Now, normally it would come out at midnight at whatever time zone that you're in, but we can get it early. Look, I've got the Volvo in front of me. Oh, excellent. That is brilliant. So now on to the mods. So we got the Horman header rack. This is by Solar Guy Modding, 17.7 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under shed. So we've got two here. So we've got this version with a silo. It's going to hold 50,000 litres according to that. But on the website it says 250,000 litres. Alright, fair enough. And they then got the normal rack on its own. Just there for you. So this is going to be, if you've got a load of headers and you want to store them, a little bit better than just chucking them next to each other. So, I've got the Honeybee 18 meter on the front of the Volvo. Let's see if this fits in, because there is a recommended mod, the Lizard Wheel Loader Header Mover, which is what we've got attached to this. So obviously, if you bring it up with a harvester, it's not going to be able to load it in, mind you. So we're going to have to go up the top. No, I'm not even going to get that up the top, am I? We can be able to slide this in. This header might be a little bit too big. Oh dear, it's going wrong already. Or is it just me? Oh no, I'm in. Right, let's make sure we get it on the right one. So we detach that. Oh, excellent. Oh, I've got the honeybee stacked in there. No, they're all right. I mean, if you've got a load of headers on the go, I mean, you've even got light switches round the back on both of them when it's at, a bit dark, left stick in. That is a great idea. Right, next up is Slatted Cowshed. This is by Sully, 15.96 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows, as you well imagine. 100 grand to place down, going to hold 100 cows. Now, we'll come over this side. We've got a slurry taking out point just there. You can open up these doors like that. Obviously, your cows are going to go inside. You open up that door as well if you wanted to. Fair enough. Although, to be fair, you don't need to open those up because your loading in point for your straw and your food is at the front there. We'll come down this side. Got your animal dialogue box there. So, obviously, 100 cows going in. Open up that door if you wanted to facilitate bringing a trailer down to bring your cows in. Obviously, there's your milk taking out point there. Open up that door as well. That's a nice little shed, that is. Open air on the one side. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Gravity Diesel Tank. This is by FSG Modding FSG Tasman. 0.31 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. 1750 to buy. Obviously, it's a diesel tank. It's got 2,000 litre capacity. Obviously, you fill your vehicle up the front and you come around the back to fill the tank up itself. So, 1 litre up to 2,000. I mean, it's not massive on the capacity, mind you, but that should keep you going for a bit. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Pumping Wind Turbine. This is by Fred Fracasses, 9.4 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers again. So we'll scroll along there. £2,000 to buy. Obviously, it's a pumping turbine, but it's somewhere for you to get your water. Right by that trigger. We'll have a little jump up there. There's your water. All you do is just pull your tanker by it and fill it up. Fair enough. I mean, I think that would fit in nicely on like a Western Wilds roleplay. That looks nice, that does. Oh, excellent. Right, next up is Brick Oven. This is by Debonator, 16.53 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, £110,000 to place down. Obviously, it's a bakery. So it's called a brick oven, but it's a bakery. So you load your stuff into there. You then come over, you got your production chain menu just there. Fair enough. Bread and cakes. You go for whichever one you want to do. And your pallet spawn point there. I mean, it's nice looking, I must admit. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the 3-meter weeder. Yes. Oh, it starts off in the name 3-meter weeder. Dear oh dear. This is by Dogface, 4.92 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it, as you can imagine from the name, under weeders. Now, it only requires 35 horsepower, which is all right. Must admit. 3-meter though, 7 mile an hour working speed is going to cost you £4,500, so it's not that expensive either. There is no options. I mean, it looks all right though. Yeah, it's just a 3-meter. All right, we'll carry on. Right, next up is the Fortran E303 pack. This is by AAA Modding, 41.86 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under various different categories. So come down to your DLCs and mods. It's all there for you, no problem. So we've got the E303, the actual harvester, machine, whatever you want to call it. There you are, blue and white, fair enough. 80 horsepower, it's got 18 mile an hour top speed, £105,000. Then got the options on configuration, standard, 303 brown, green, green and white, or standard. Then you've got wheel setup, usual shenanigans on the go there, although a bit more chunky tyres, mind you. Then you've got weight, 3,500, 5,000, and 3,500. Oh, they're on the frame at the back. Hey, I just see it squatting down when you put the extra one on. Oh, excellent. And we'll come down, you've got the rim colour. You can have any one of those. That looks all right. Then we've got the next one there. So this is going to be a windrower. Different. 15 horsepower requirement, 3-meter. That was old school though. I mean, 3-meter, old school. Yeah, should be all right, maybe. I don't know. 11 mile an hour working speed, £12,000 to buy. Main colour, obviously, to match up with the main vehicle. We'll then go on to the next one, a Tedder. So the E318T, again, 3-meter, 15 horsepower requirement, 11 mile an hour working speed, £12,000 for that. Changed the main colour to match the main vehicle as well. We then got this. Fair enough. 10 mile an hour, 5-meter working width, £15,000. Main colour, change that like that. And then rim colour, go for those. Fair enough. Obviously, that's going to be your mower. And then we've got the last bit on the end, which is ace. It really is. The AC01. Going to cost you £15,000, but it makes a 3-point on the front of your harvester. That's different indeed, I must admit. You can change the main colour to any of those. Go purple. Why not? You can put a 3-point on the front of your harvester. Oh, that is ace. Right, and the last mod for the day is the Mower and Wrapper with Hitch. This is by Dogface, 18.09 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under mowers and then also under wrappers. Fair enough. Now, we've got the Krone Big M450 with PTO. That's what this one is all about. So 549 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 10-meter working width, 15 mile an hour working speed, £380,000 to buy. Then got the options there to change that up to 603 horsepower. That's all right. Or back to 549. You've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Although there is an option for jewels on the front. That's all right. You can change the main colour. You go for whichever one you want. Changes those parts. Design paint 2. We'll go for a purple. Changes those bits. And then design paint 3 changes the rest of it. Dear, oh dear. Now, the thing in particular about this is that there, it's got a trailer hitch. And it allows you to attach a baler to the back. Oh, that is ace. I must admit. Now, also with this pack, you've got this. The Kuhn SW4014 with hitch. Again, it's all about the hitches. It's going to do round bales and square bales. Obviously, it's going to be a wrapper, 54 grand. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. You then got work lights and beacons. Fair enough. Change the foil colour. Go for pink, why not? And then the standard colour. Oh, yes. Oh, look at the state of that. That's brilliant. And then rim colour. Oh, let's match it up. Oh, gold chrome wrapper. That is brilliant. And obviously the main thing on this is that hitch there, just by the left-hand wheel. You can attach a trailer to it. In particular, a bale loader. Now, it did give me the prompt to download this particular bale loader, mind you. The Anderson TSR 3450. This is by Giants. It gave me the auto option for it, so that's all right. So you just hook that up to that wrapper, and away you go. Oh, that's a nice pack. Right, we've got a couple of updates. So we've got the 54-foot drop deck trailer pack with auto load by Mac Chucker 921. Got the Class Vario pack by Melody 98. And we got the map Adelshoven by MN99, MN97 and Martin N. Now there's no mention of a new save required, so that's alright on that one. Right, drop it in the comments below. Which is your favourite mod? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.